You will be some more by the budget for Meji do. It was on the floor of Parliament. Na oye Ato Forson or accuse you oye Asenso Boakye Oban oye a kwan highway kwan bia na nka ode wo ya ebusua no nsem okoye twu na the masemi wa mankofo bebre na wo bash oye Asenso Boakye bebe na so na wo ka de no oye NDC fo na wanye wonzama yi the man so na Asenso Boakye na nkasa ni MPP fo no so wo retwa bono ni nyina ne de ekwan de nkoye nti se wo de kwale ba okroma no matter what or de eje kwan no na eyi ina nchenchem no wakodoa wo media na mu ina nde Asenso Boakye na nkasa oye former minister for roads kopo obi oye ni shodo no ode nsem bia Ghana fo wate nso no wonte ase nti ode nchirechirem na ode koy sane de waye bebre wo social media na mu na se obi a asam na nkasa ofa no ho so oba na se ode na asem betugo a meye nyina ne de ye betie no na ya agina so pem nti people America say oye Asenso Boakye akwakyekire nsem ni nyina mu ode akire obi wo Asempa FM nti ye makasa no onye bebre ye nkwankwaje Morocco no ye famdo I Jeff Megih. This is your political platform and you are with your Papa Jeff.
Low and calm. Jeff Megih, your trusted voice in Ghanaian politics. You, passionate, very deep, commanding tone. Low and calm. Welcome to your #1 political platform, where we bring you nothing but the best in political content. Very deep, commanding tone. Low and calm. We're here to dive deep.
Central Region Development, saying a year from where you sit, any other, I know so constituent expectations of Monona Ewosro. Unfortunately, Abatwana and Kosedi and Amope, I'm free Abemo. Say, Oshe Nioma Ben ye so far, more strength ever from Ashanti region, a shaky kaka. As far the MPP is concerned,
in shaky.
We are sure.
In shaky. And weekend me call radio. Or another station.
Okay. Kumasi. Okay.
PM me froso na omo bomi sisa na me wie so me kasa mutie.
Yeah.
Omo so man ho.
Kumasi for man.
Man ho so man ko to aba no. Man ho.
Asempa na okay.
Me catch you. Man ho. Na nese idie. Yenyina
enuhu ne frɛ hefa
ene eso petam na okoye yi okoye serve ho no nkokasa that Kumasi Jona oye na oti omo
ejum fo ma omo de dollar ne to neoma beton dollar na ye stable kama say
omo ento ade dollar no na office say artificially manage dollar we say omo si ento ade na we call another radio station Angel, which is in my constituency. Me pay free Angel pay no mo gina hey no mo big room
honso ejom for man na
mo tom go out on.
Oh, okay. Hawkers no
hawkers
no mo say o ma boka
o si ento ade
na say ejom for the bia we o interview obi a say edwanye o de bia edwanye
well but say ya na happy am for the koto ho aba e ba ne sa nti wo aba mu dia o asem
okay okay and this is here ayi swami interchange no this here it say omo ye adwuma na say no so astole
omo ye
contractor no site
but it appears to say aban so machine here
meet
me yeah that appears on more side
because some have said say obey road minister no as a Kumasi roads ni be contentem
and yes okay obi o nyina odi adanse ya na me pese me ameka asemi
but people were expecting major interchanges and on as mo ntimi and deliver
and no there we had the plans for that but financial crisis no and I say no be brave and you should know that we have plans to do Ufurukrum.
Yes.
Ahojo.
Yes.
and the main swam.
And
now already one and a committee crown, ye estole.
I had the hand.
A PTC. Takrade.
Yeah, Takrade.
Yeah. Nungwa de yes. Stole all because of the financial situation. It's normal we had an agreement. Do you know a Takra Sino? Sino Hydro.
Yes, I know Hydro. No, Takrade, sure.
Yes, I know another agreement. We are also Kumasi 100 kilometers. And this also went to me.
Kumasi within Kumasi.
Within Kumasi.
Oh,
inti a normal sign. COVID high. COVID high.
High people are buying.
Now the whole world after COVID no. Governments a coalition. Over 80%, all of them lost because of COVID, and people were not
impact on economy.
And the impact on the economy. Until a higher power because we budget our planning. Now so we jettison all your plans and use the money to fight the disease.
That media conversation, you know, center around letter which will come out president. Any kind time being which was a letter when I immediately after the budget and I said we debate you and how the letter will come out president.
The letter, the date of the letter is the
4th
August.
August.
Yes.
4th August.
Exactly.
So budget crowd presentation in my.
The budget in my. This year budget in
yes,
my. But it was following up from last budget number to buy.
Okay.
New expressway.
And the expressway was contained in the last budget.
Yeah.
2025 budget.
Yeah.
Not expressway no.
Yeah, they mentioned it.
Oh.
Because we were hoping before our budget, I had made statements. On the floor and even spoken on radio and newspaper articles and all that.
Yes.
Say it is important that the Accra Kumasi highway project now President Kofo started and see at Wasu.
Okay.
And I feared said this government will come and abandon it because when they had opportunity to be in government right after President Kofo, they abandoned it.
Dual carriage way now.
Exactly.
Now
which is a highway, which is an expressway. So my timer on meet him.
A highway sign expressway. Current one nimi.
Yeah, it's an expressway. When you say an expressway, you see how per Google. Mr. Google said, what's the alternative name for expressway? You mention highway, you mention motorway, you mention a dual carriage. What it means is country behind the roads using.
Okay.
But the fundamental understanding of an expressway, motorway, highway is that when you get onto it, there's no bend, there's no
straight.
Go straight. Bibia mi choen. Ubesha bibia na interchange.
And
I say bibia underpass bi. Na eno nyina do go straight. No uninterrupted.
Na sa dual carriageway na akofo estate and sa lete
uninterrupted.
E do ko Kumasi
straight. Udru in Sawoma.
Yes.
Na say from Sawom to Apedwa. So it's an expressway.
Sure.
You don't meet any car.
Yes.
A high two. So it's direct, and that's how it's supposed to be done. In Koko bypass, it's an expressway. It's a one bypass. It's an expressway. So the bypasses that we are currently doing, Usino, Sawom, Usino, and Yinem, they are all expressway. So once the dualization project
it's an expressway.
And that's why I've been saying, it's the same purpose, no. The ongoing one
it
will achieve that.
But what you missed, they say yes, it will achieve that by taking you to Kumasi. But what about AMVC, you know, it will reduce the travel time.
But this one will also reduce travel time.
Yeah, by compared to
it is.
They are buying
it is.
But about the 80 kilometers, so by 50 kilometers.
Oh, in terms of length.
Yes.
In terms of length, that's what they are claiming.
Yes.
Yeah, that is fine. But as someone say on this road, there are critical the current one.
Yeah.
For instance, Usino. Ukokufodi akrana. That is the road Akokufodi.
Yes.
Udru Edase Suman Asenso Boakye.
Yes.
So it has a purpose. Gosim Koko. And that is the route the Koko, which is also a tourism area.
Yes.
Okay. Now in the budget, the government says that they want to construct a bridge over the Afram Plains, which is a project that we initiated.
Okay.
Now, if that is done, the idea is to make Afram Plains the food bread basket. Okay, and if
Yes.
your front plane is the breast basketer, and when you're doing a dual carriage route from Accra to
Kumasi,
let's say call for or benefit from it. There are front planes
and so
area
benefit
from it. You think it's a bad idea? So making making a front plane the bread basket when the foodstuff are producer. How would they be transported to Accra, especially if they want to do export? How would they be transported to Kumasi and Accra for local consumption?
The resources needed for a fresh expressway could instead be channeled into completing the ongoing Accra-Kumasi dual carriageway and addressing other critical roads such as the Eastern Corridor, Coastal Corridor, and Kumasi-Tamale Highway. A reading of this paragraph, anyone can conclude, say, you did not believe in the expressway, and according to you, no, say you see kampo yemfa nwie existing carriageway, no, ne yemfa bi nwie Eastern Corridor, any Coastal Corridor route, rather than building an expressway.
But
on the basis of this paragraph alone, anybody can say, "I won't pay expressway."
Not that mean pay, but it will be duplication. If you finish
the ongoing one, now we'll say another expressway.
It will be in the next 20 years. There to be duplication. That is what this means. Because it will serve the same purpose. It will cut the travel journey now by about 3 hours. So what will be the need to do
another expressway?
Exactly. Unless you are saying that a private sector person has come, or government says that they are going to do that one just for those going to Kumasi.
Yes.
And they will pay this amount of money. That one can be done. Yeah.
It is enye PPP. Ebia ube toli. Na say aban and the sika area. You would think say duplication.
It will be duplicated. Whether even is a private sector, whatever money you use. But I'm saying that even the private sector, no, or bar, given that there is an already existing highway, which majority of people will use one for the second machine. It will not be economical.
And that's why maybe a buying not just all the government funding the Bay Expressway, you know.
Yeah, already no crowd no private sector. No more the volume of traffic on the road no more from Musikama. Dr. Nanemreso. And they started this BOT discussion. I remember at that time Dr. Nani was my MP.
Yes.
I went to visit him and I discussed the BOT arrangement with him. So that time I had finished planning and I mentioned something infrastructure planning. Let me mention BOT, which we had already had several discussions with investors. And I was say, traffic survey now.
Yes.
No, the volume of traffic now. Among person do musika beshim. And years later, for those time, we experience it. So investors have volume now.
Now, interested.
Intino say, one straight to Kumasi, no ben, no cover. It will still be a challenge because I know crowd the necessary. Kumasi straight in
especially Greenfield, you know.
No, not that a Greenfield. So also I could straight.
Yes, straight. But say no. Now almost say even though I go straight, you can
do exit. Exactly. You can do exit. Yeah,
I now could see I think almost now could have some trick. Now the remember Kumasi.
But in Nipa befaso ekokofodua ekokwo
you have to use
but
the existing dual carriage
and on there will be more people
on that stretch. Yeah, of course, that's
but
true.
These are bigger.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I can comfortably say, sir, in principle, based on our experience, and I said, yeah, watch that in principle, you don't think if dual carriage we need an expressway bill from Accra to Kumasi.
Not
in principle,
not in the short run,
not in the short term.
In the short term,
later
when it becomes absolutely necessary. Yeah.
But for now, no, we can make do with dual carriage.
So to be where
yes.
it will achieve the same purpose.
In the expressway.
Yeah, in the short run, in the short term.
In the short term.
Exactly. But you see, we operate with the understanding that resources are scarce.
Yes.
And the budget nurses. Sure.
Sure.
There are several even teachers paying increase near their day. So it's a ho. So what I say, when you are managing the economy, look at power producers you do moka. Say who default is kakrabia no almost switch your ye power outage.
Into who was you use it prudently. That's where you use the word prudent.
Exactly.
So if the two will serve the same purpose, I do one.
Exactly. Which has achieved 64%
completion.
And it will be cheaper to complete and it will be faster to complete.
If the Ashanti regional minister tells you, say, he disagrees, said the two will serve the same, and his argument, meaning didn't come on and say, way no, expressway no more envisage, 80 kilometers, so from 250 to 198, that's massive. More than 50 kilometers off. You cannot say serve the same pair. But could we be doing them? Ni na die kokumase. But could we be doing them?
Okay.
And the time I will be saving, and a productive time.
Okay.
And I will save.
Okay. There is a point there.
Yeah. Okay.
But you should also look at it in a bigger context.
Okay.
The fact that there are other important routes on the corridor.
On the corridor.
I mentioned Afram Plains.
Yes.
And the efforts government is making to put a bridge on it.
Sure.
With a view to making an Afram Plains
the food basket of the country.
So when you do this, you are helping with the future agricultural plan of the country. Which has been endorsed by the Kufuor MPP administration, and Mahama has also endorsed it. So what I say. So it's not by chance. And at it one so what I say, it's not by chance. Even about Chekrano, when they are linking to a year, to if any say
major
cities and states, they make sure say a befa baby kakra, I be another city. Now what me city I call straight. Into call Ufri London, call a year Liverpool.
Yes.
Ubefa Birmingham. Ubefa meeting Keynes. Is that there?
Yeah.
We do our before baby. I call a Birmingham, Manchester.
Yeah.
But there could have been a route to straight to
Liverpool.
But it won't make economic sense. So what you say. So when you're doing transportation planning, I mean, Asante Regional Minister, a young man, he's trying.
Yes.
But there are people who have been trained to think through our planning, and that's where I come in. So what I say, and you know, who say be at the why? Net trasa, onya butre. I feel no about onya butre kakra. Na unsia no mani. And yet by chance that it on to o kasa, it on no so me ye kwane keke.
Yes.
Hey,
na nya keke.
Enya keke. And yet by chance the fa baby now with me man ko Kofodia easily. The fa baby now with me akọ and yet by chance sir. It was well planned. Yeah.
O letter no. O throw letter based on promise and not on Mampenny call na Ashanti Regional talk.
Exactly.
And the engender this whole conversation around Expressway. That time nema o throw letter.
Exactly.
But when you say yes, no Mampenny aka. But say be a auto oboma 2026 budget na ebaya. And kamyama be clear e ma letter
o Mampenny kan.
Yes.
Road Minister car say
yes. Omo be feasibility near.
And road Minister so make some statements be na suggest say they are not going to continue with the ongoing dualization. And for me, as a technical person, not as a technical person, but somebody who has worked with technical people in the space, I understand that the purpose, objective of the expressway that they are proposing is the same as the objective of the ongoing dual carriage. The only difference is that this is going to be 3-lane. This is a 2-lane. Exactly.
The Emma maker say bia o chema budget no ebaya ansa because in your letter no the word abandoned who you saw several times in the letter creating the impression say Aban intends to abandon ongoing dual carriage.
The road minister had suggested so.
Yeah, but in the budget, there was nowhere Aban cars will be abandoned. In fact, the minister said...
But they did not make provision for that. The first budget, they didn't make provision for that.
But second budget, and not able make provision for Expressway.
No. If they were going to continue, they would have said that in the first budget.
2025 budget.
Exactly. And in fact, the 2025 budget, it talked about the Expressway. It was in.
Yeah, but intentional.
It doesn't matter.
Budget, but in the 2026, now they've made provisions, say, 30 billion Ghana cedis for big push, and no use can be the Expressway.
In the first budget,
yes,
we gave them, you approved 13 billion.
Sure, for
the big push.
Dual carriage.
And the feasibility studies no more I'm sure say it's a budget
from
and so it's all part of the project.
But would you, after the budget was read, would you think still Aban intends to abandon dual carriageway? And would you hold the same view? So Aban person abandon?
I have heard the finance minister saying that they don't intend to abandon it.
Yes.
I have heard Honorable Abuja saying that the fact that you are doing the new expressway doesn't mean you are abandoning. I listened to the
Ashanti
Regions that they said that if they are not abandoning the ongoing one, then I don't have an issue.
Who need problem?
Yeah. If you read my letter, I said that it will be far more prudent to complete the
dual carriage and express.
Exactly. The reason is you discover Brakoshim. He has achieved 64%. Now Ubejato.
Yes.
A honam used to waste. That would be a waste of resources. And the finance minister because said, me say project no more be a wasteful. I didn't say that. It's not in the letter like that. I said they should stop. I didn't say they should stop, but my concern was
current one.
Exactly. Now, current one, it will serve the same purpose. One of the year, bring the pencil. It's Expressway. Finance minister attended on a TV show because this is the first time that we are going to have an expressway in Ghana. That is wrong. The first expressway was by Kwame Nkrumah. That's the motorway. Yes, that's an expressway. But we decided to call it motorway. Exactly. Kumasi Accra dualization. It's a highway. That's the original name for it. But we decided to. That's how we decided to call it. We could have said it's an expressway. So that's not the first time. What President Kufuor did is the second time. In Nkrumah's one is the first time. So this is not the first time. So what is happening? What is ongoing is going to achieve the same results. Whatever features we have, bridges over rivers, we have interchanges, underpasses, overpasses. And other important I was only looking at the prudence.
Yes.
Say jai the ayeda dana be waste into momunjai. That was the theme of my letter to the president. And so now you know very well say as smart my homophobic students market women I must send them messages say now let's say you can't hear any who said the finance minister bekan no I didn't know bekan I didn't know yes sir.
What was wrong with the finance minister?
Was say, Mimi say, ye be quine akomikrum. Mimi but a quine the same thing.
And no so
the same thing. And it will be faster, it will be cheaper, and
to complete
that. And my people will get earlier benefit of that project than a later one. I think I will be. And no date na we need to say in parliament and you shouldn't abandon because in fact last time debate when I was speaking people from the minority majority be no say oh they be kumasi so I don't know it mean everybody who knows me knows the love and the hard work I do to make Kumasi and Ashanti region flourish. Exactly. And it is in that same spirit. Then I make us again we so now my people get an early benefit
from a future project.
Exactly. And see, finance minister there, he came to do politics. In fact, it was quite a wicked one because the idea was to pitch and incite people against me. But will be read the letter because me will be be frame journalists be frame say TV now omo can was more parliament and I'm see the idea no say finance minister say we see me enfa and omo say omo ni read the letter na how say me try no I feel read we no journalists didn't send it me say already letter no he couldn't make any argument anymore because letter no was clear so no omo catch me so and subsequently you know every radio station be a makobia like yoursokrad you mention the same thing say already letter no what you say a letter sabi raises germane concerns and I'm sure letter me say me on my opinion it can say your excellency my concern is born not out of partisanship but in the interest of continuity prudence and national development so what I say enti my yes me the politics. But that can be Hesenka, Bibisa Bayen, road minister, who was my mate at tech.
Okay.
Abuja. He did architecture, I did planning.
Oh, okay.
And we've served on in parliament before. You call me and says, I've read this letter. What do you mean? You know? Then let me my tomb was only to pick the letter and read it, go and tell Ghanaians and say, me say the project which is unfair. And this letter will be there for generations to come.
Yes.
Students of infrastructure, students of civil engineering and all that will read this letter and they will see the wisdom in what I'm saying.
Low and calm. Jeff Milchech, your trusted voice in Ghanaian politics. You, passionate, very deep, commanding tone, low and calm. Welcome to your #1 political platform, where we bring you nothing but the best in political content. Very deep, commanding tone, low and calm. We're here to dive deep.